All right, we're live. I'm Joshua Kemble, and I've been a graphic designer and illustrator for about 20 years. And I've been an art director for about 7 of those years, or I guess 7 years additionally to that. And when I'm not art directing or doing graphic design and illustration, I'm working on graphic novels like Two Stories and Jacob's Apartment, which are my two graphic novels that I've created, I wrote, and illustrated and spent about 5 years each on. I'm currently in the thick of a third graphic novel. This one is written by Lavender Vroman. It's called Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And it's a historical fiction graphic novel that talks about the poet, the famous Victorian poet, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and her interest, her kind of growing interest in spiritualism and seances. It's a story that actually exists in history. She got really fascinated with like seances, trying to kind of contact her brother who had died at sea. And nobody's written really this story. So we're doing this for Turner Publishing. It's a really fun graphic novel to illustrate, and I am working on page 70. So that's what I'm going to be working on off stream. But as you'll notice, if you guys follow this stream, when you see this down here and not the giant crazy logo for my stream here, that's usually like Joshua Kemble illustrations. When you see the little scrolling one, that's a good hint. I'm not going to be working on comics on this stream. However, I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek of what I will be working on off stream. So let's see if we can find that for you. I'll show you the rough for the page that I'm basically working on. So this is the rough that I'm going to be working on. And that is what I'm going to try to do tonight off stream after I play my nightly game of Risk, is work on the panel borders and the text. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. I've already taken a bunch of photo reference for this specific page, but the first thing I want to do is panel borders and text. So I'm going to do that off stream. And then, yeah, just carve away at the pages for things that aren't the best to stream live. But I still want to provide content for you guys, and I want to play Risk. So needless to say, that's the sneak peek. That's page 70. And now we're going to go to our Risk cam. You'll notice something different this time. I'm actually not a master anymore. I'm an expert. I got kind of rocked in a game today, a little bit earlier. I played a game when I got home. We had time to kill. I needed to take photo. Hang on a second. I dropped my rough. Hang on. Okay. Sorry. Dropped my rough. I had photo references to take, but I had to wait for my wife to pick up her sister from work. And so in the interim, I thought, oh, I'll sneak in a game of Risk. And I got completely rocked in that game. Like, I got taken out pretty quick. And so that kind of docked my status from master to expert. And that is the risk you take when you play Risk. So just so you guys know my objective in playing this game, I have the ambition and goal to at some point make it to Grandmaster. That's what I would like to do. And I have been on a bad roll the last like 4 or 5 games where I've just gotten suicided by like new players. There's a couple games that were pretty clear collaboration, and then there were a couple games where I just totally misplayed pretty badly. And I have to say, the last few games, I've only managed to come in second, which is strange. So even the ones I've played well, I haven't really swept the board like I was doing before. So I need to be on my A game here. I'm going to be playing another FFA fixed classic game with the Risk map, and we'll see if I can regain my master status or if my expert status goes back down and I go just continue to go down to like earlier rankings. But I love the challenge of this game. I love the challenge of kind of trying for this kind of weird, ambitious goal on a game that's kind of silly, and it does refresh my mind and help me think about strategy before I get back to my art. So hopefully you guys are down to join this journey with me. Let's see how well I play. Maybe I get completely owned. And so this will function in two ways. If you're new at Risk, hopefully this will help you play better. I have been a master status player for at least a month now. I've only been playing for about 4 months. Um, but obviously I lost that status yesterday. So we'll see if we can regain it. I want to get back to being a master. It's fun. But at the same time, every time you play an FFA ranked game, quite often, if you put your settings where you play people who are equally ranked or higher, it's less risky for your ranking. But that pretty much guarantees that you're not going to be playing games of Risk, because most of the classic fixed games are going to be with a variety of players coming from novices to beginners and so on. So that's the risk you run if you want to play, and I enjoy playing it. So I'd rather play it than just kind of sit on my laurels and like keep the ranking. The other thing is I want to get to Grandmaster, and I'm not going to get there by not playing games. I could have just kept my master status and kept really comfortable, but that's no fun. So anyhow, let's get into this. Let's get into the game, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to pick a game. I'm going to try to find a game that is classic fixed, preferably a 6-player game. It doesn't look like there is one set up currently. So we might set one up and see if we get any bites. We could play with blizzards. That can be fun. Blizzards make interesting challenges on the map. But I really want to perfect the classic game of fixed. Okay, so here's a 120 balance blitz fixed. Let's see if this will work. And you always run the risk of players that do collaboration or something like that. It's just hard to know. Okay, it looks like we got a full house. So let's get to it. Let's get to it and rock this business. I'll walk you guys through my thinking on it. And it's a 120-second timer. That's not my favorite. Hopefully nobody cops out and bots out in the game, because when people don't show up or confirm at the end, like, they usually turn into a robot, and that makes it for a pretty boring game. I like playing with humans. And here we go. All right, so I'm in 5th position. I am the black character. That's not the best position to be in, because people can kind of carve at my lower numbers to get cards. But the plus side of that is I can kind of see where everybody's angling for and try to kind of navigate around that. I think purple is going to go for Europe. I don't know, though. But if I'm purple, I would be moving that 7 up. I'm kind of surprised they didn't. So maybe purple's aiming to do the Australia gamble. Currently, I'm not in a great position to take any territory. I might be forced to do a no continent game. Yellow's in pretty solid position to take Australia. I think they're just going to do the slow take because they don't want to get taken out by crazy Australia players. There's a kind of joke among more seasoned Risk players that it's like no Australia, no win. It's kind of like all the players of Risk tend to have this crazy obsession with Australia. Now, if yellow wants to as well, since pink kind of has a hold of Australia as well, yellow could make a play for either doing a no continent game or potentially like vying for Europe, but they'd have to break through that 3. Red, it looks like, is going to go for Africa or for North America, but it looks like they're going to angle for Africa. Pink is going to go for Australia. For sure, they're 100% committed to Australia. No Australia, no win. To be fair, pink doesn't have a ton of options. I think my best play right now, I could make a slow play for South America. I could definitely make a slow play for South America. Maybe we'll do that. Then I'm competing with white, though. I think that's what I do. That might be the worst decision of my life. I have not been playing great the last few games. I think that was the wrong call. We'll find out. So does white want South America? That's kind of their most obvious play, but they could also like start building in North America. So we'll see. I really wish that 3 hadn't had such a bad roll. I was trying to fortify my 3 to Kamchatka, but I think white is going to gradually move towards South America. No, they go to Alaska. That's a good sign. So white wants either North America or they want to do no continent. That's cool. Did I literally get no cards last turn? Whew, man. I've been off my game on this game. That's going to put me behind significantly. Accruing cards early in the game is a very important thing. I can still potentially hold on to the game, but yeah, I've had a bad start. Yellow is yellow going to do no Australia, no win? Or are they going to move out? No, yellow insists on Australia and is basically saying, hey, pink, if you want out, now's the time to get out. Interesting. So we might potentially have a double suicide in Australia. Australia is definitely in contest. Red is making what looks like a long play for Africa, but they're also lining themselves up to move that 6 out, which I don't like because, again, I kind of misplayed. Do they fortify their 8 with their 3? Pink is not a bad player. They So now I'll do what I should have done. Man, things are not looking good, guys. My rolls are all bad too. Like, what the heck? This might be a very short game, guys. And I only have 1 card. And I got a 6 right above me and a 6 to my right. So this might be the shortest game in the universe. Oh. Not on my A game. So white does look like they're making the play for North America. Very strong play so far. No one solidified their territory. Purple, I think, is going for Europe, but it's very hard to figure it out with how they're playing. I can't criticize how people are playing at this point, though. I've had probably the worst start you can have in this game. If you guys are watching, let me know. Let me know if you enjoy these Risk streams. Make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that bell so you get notifications when I'm about to go live. I do live games of Risk, and I also do a lot of live comic book work. And I'm definitely in last place on this table. Not playing like a master. The way I've been playing today, I feel a little better about not being a master. Being downgraded to expert, because I have not been playing expert level at all on the last few games, and this was not an expert level start. It's interesting that Red is kind of card collecting in North America. While gradually building up Africa. But I'm not liking that I'm kind of becoming very tasty looking food pretty soon. Okay, we got to go for easy takes here. I need to get that 15 as big as it can get. Let's see if I finally have a good roll. I don't think I will. Oh, I did. Yay. All of those ones are like food for the people I'm playing against. And again, I should have had 3 cards by now. At least the cards so far are lining up in my favor. But by the time, yeah, this is going to be pretty brutal. Because I think by the time I cash in my cards, I think White will be able to cash in theirs and just eat me for my cards. We'll see. White is in really good position. I don't think White is an unseasoned player at all. I think I'll let White through, but I don't want to cost myself anything. Like, I just can't afford to cost myself anything, my 15. But if White has a cash in next turn, this could be really, this could be the end very early into the game. Ooh, that was bad. So purple finally moves into play in Europe, but they kind of lagged. Oh, maybe they aren't aiming for Europe? I actually don't know what purple's doing. Okay, I have no idea what purple's play is. Purple makes me feel better about my bad start. I thought they were making the play for Europe, but now they're letting pink kind of dominate Europe with their 7. So then pink can kind of move in. Yellow solidly holds Australia. But I think they don't take it yet. I think they're waiting to see if pink has a cash in. If pink can cash in their cards, I think they want to know. But even if pink can cash in their cards, I think they could have comfortably taken Australia. So good for them playing it safe, but I would have probably just owned Australia at that point. But then again, with the Australia, no win players, you never know. That's a little weird. Not quite sure what that was. Okay, red is lining themselves up to murder me. That's what that is. Red sees food. This is going to get dangerous, guys. I actually do want to let white through, but I'm just at a point where absolutely cannot afford to lose like one troop right now because of my misplay at the beginning. What do we have do we have a cash in? Oh, thank God. So if we survive this next round, then I can kind of make up for my mistake in not cashing in my cards earlier. I don't know if I take South America at all. At least not yet. I don't think I have enough to hold it. White is in a really good position to take North America. Red is in a good position to utterly gobble me up. Although that would cost them the game. Purple is just making a weird I hate to say it, I have no idea what purple's objective is. Purple is being very strange. Yellow at this point should probably just take Australia. Like, they comfortably hold Australia. If pink blasts into yellow, it just doesn't make any sense. They should not eat that 10, though. I mean, they could, but then they're prone to like getting attacked by that 13 that seems to want Australia too. It's an interesting game that purple's doing. I have no like I felt bad about my start, but looking at purple, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do? I don't get it. I don't like that red is in such a hostile position for such a beginning, but maybe they're just trying to do that to secure Africa. But honestly, if I'm red, I might just take Europe. Which might be exactly what they're doing because nobody's taking Europe. You just have to contend with a 9. Good move. Good move, red. Yeah, take Europe. That's cool. Maybe I'll take Africa. Maybe me and white can be homies. Or not white, me and red. Now, if pink is smart, maybe they'll take advantage of that and try to move into Africa. I miss the rains down in Africa. Okay, we're going to fortify this sucker up. And we're going to go ahead. I hope I don't regret this. We're going to go ahead and take South America. South America is a hard continent to hold. But I think I take it. And I stay in an attack position because nobody is in Africa. Nobody's closed Africa, so I can comfortably be a little more threatening there. Now I'm curious. I've signaled to white, like, hey, you can take North America. Like, I'm not going to contend with it, right? You can comfortably take it. So if they have a cash in right now, they should do it. Just don't break me. I'm leaving a 1 there intentionally. Now, pink might just take advantage of that, but that's okay. I feel pretty comfortable about where I am. I've gone from a very weak start to being the first position player, which will not last. Pink has a cash in, so there's always a chance pink cashes in that 2, breaks me. I don't know what they'd achieve from that, but then again, with risk players, they don't always think about what their greater objective is. If I'm pink, though, at this point, I'm going to aim for a continent. Like, I think pink's best play at this point would be, like, take Africa. Purple has been playing kind of wildly, but purple should probably just chill and do a no continent game. I think purple's angling to potentially do the suicide play on on oh my gosh, poor yellow. You're in Australia and this is risk. People get crazy about Australia. I feel like purple's going to try to eat you. Yeah, I cannot for the life of me figure out what purple wants here. They're behaving very strangely. The only thing I can think is like purple's maybe hoping they can just slam into yellow, but like yellow's got a pretty heavy lead, so even if purple can cash in their cards, all they're going to do is guarantee both players lose the game if they do the slam in. It's kind of a weird start, actually. Red's looking really solid to take Europe. Kind of surprised nobody's closed Europe. Does pink start making the approach and the move to take Africa? No? Oh, this is a weird game, guys. This is a really weird game. Like, why wouldn't you take Africa? I have no idea what's going on here. What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save my 3, move it out. No one's taking Africa? Like why is the 29? Yeah, what is going on? Are you guys seeing this game? There's just not a lot of logical moves being made here. Even white is playing really strange. Like what are you doing? Okay. White's not playing super strange. But I do kind of feel like I need to be really careful around some of these players. Let's make some alliances here. I think yellow is the only person who accepted an alliance. Purple is very, very strange. Carlisle Courage. I mean, they're getting a lot of the board, but I'm surprised they're not angling for anything. Yeah, and if I'm yellow, I'm kind of like, oh man, what is going on? Like, is pink just going to slam their stack into yellow? I feel like somebody here is going to commit suicide. I hate to say it. Is red not wanting... Like, what is going on? Take Europe. I guess they're a little concerned about pink. Just gobbling them up. Does pink break my territory? No. Interesting. Man, you guys are weird. This is a weird game. Okay. It's about time. Pink is going to take Africa. Well done, pink. That means I have to gobble your 2. fingers crossed that pink doesn't like cash in their cards and just slam their stack into me. This has happened to me multiple times at Risk. I don't know why, but like the last week in particular, it's just like every player and their mom just does like suicide attacks on me. and like unprompted ones too, where it's like I hadn't really done much to kind of to make that happen. This is interesting too. Like I think that what white is doing is trying to fortify against purple, who seems like they're making their way gradually to, and purple's actually in the lead, which is fascinating here. Like how are people letting purple hold so much territory and nobody's securing their own? It's really weird. So purple's in a really good spot for a no continent game. That's my favorite spot. Like chill there, Kamchatka. But like if I'm yellow, I want to eat away at purple like a lot. But does yellow just kind of ignore purple? Like that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, why would you eat pink? This is a weird game, you guys. So yellow is eating pink, even though purple's in the lead and accruing a ton of territory, even though they don't hold any territory. And then red is eating at pink, even though purple's the person who owns the most territory. This is a really weird game. And they don't hit anything of purple's. It's really weird. Why wouldn't you start eating at purple's troops? So then pink doesn't hit purple. Why is everybody ignoring purple? It was really weird. Well, I think we have to... I think I'm going to play a secured game. It's a little more threatening to hold my continent like this, but I don't trust the gameplay right now. It's very strange. Go ahead, take North America. We're cool. Like, I'm not sure why they're letting purple hold so much freaking space. Like, purple almost has all of Africa at this point. You got to eat those cards. They're kind of specifically picking on pink, like collectively. This is a weird game. But like, why would purple be picking on pink? Pink is Smoking Joe 85. Yellow, like, come on, you have to hit purple. But then, like, okay, yeah, eat a bunch of purple's cards. But that was weird. I guess you're eating my exterior troops. That makes a lot of sense. Eating a lot of purple right now is a smart move, but like, what are you doing? This is a weird game, guys. So here's the question I have too, because this is a very strange game. Does like white and red just let yellow literally hold all of Asia? I mean, it's a good play there, but What is the objective? I feel like this is one of those games where I'm going to get suicided. I can't explain it, but there's like this weird kind of off feeling about the way people are playing. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like somebody's going to slam their stack into my 34. Like, yeah, red, you got to just hold your territory, man. Just take it. I mean, the slow patient play I get, but like, you need to take your territory. So pink's in a weird position where purple is kind of threatened pink. Pink definitely has a cash in here. Does pink just slam into my stack the way the last few games have been going? Okay, pink's just staying there. Pink's like, hey, look, dude, I own Africa or whatever. I think what I do here is I want to fortify up my 13, which leaves my 34 vulnerable, but I'm kind of okay with that. Because white has a 5-card turn-in coming up. And so I don't want them to get any ideas about slamming into my 17 there. So I'm the table lead currently, so I will be a target pretty soon. White is in a really solid position where I hope they don't break me. They could break me, but at what cost? Because they'd be starting with an enemy when they have the strongest territory. I speculate they don't break me, but I feel like they are prepping to break me. The other thing that's interesting here is I'm kind of fascinated by that 5. There's a lot that white can do with that 5. White is definitely the table lead at this point now. There's a lot they can do with that 5 that could really mess me up because I have no exterior troops. So I might be locked into a game pretty soon. Do they make the play? Oh my gosh, you guys. Classic. No Australia, no win. I don't even understand. I feel so bad for yellow. I've been in that position a million times. Like, what was the rational thinking there? Because now pink can just gobble up all your cards, man. Why? That's why it sucks to hold Australia in this game. There's just lunatics, man. They're just, again, obsessed with Australia. So here's the question: does pink just pink's in the best position to just gobble everybody up? I don't know if pink does that because that's a costly move. But if I'm pink, it's going to be pretty tempting to just slam through there, eat up all of all of purple, whatever's left after yellow slams into them. Of course, yellow is gonna like. That's the thing. You just suicided and ruined the game for everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of red. If red plays this right, they could kind of close the game. If they play this right, they're in position to do so. Move that 12, gobble up those cards, man. They're not quite in position to take out purple, though. I think pink makes the play. Are they just going to take Europe at this point? Just give the game to pink. Okay. Pink, get out there, rock this business. Unless pink suicides me. Again, like, you never know. Especially if they're like, alt accounts for other people. No, pink just wants... Oh, they're going to block. Okay, good. Go. Eat it all. Don't just go for Australia. Oh, okay. That's cool. But like now you're giving the game to white. Oh, wait, it's only one card for yellow. Actually, that was a really brilliant move on pink's part. Very well played. Good play, pink. I might have overplayed that myself. Oh, man, you're giving... Oh, that's rough. That is rough. There's no way I can hold Africa. So I just have to kind of let red take Africa. Or pink. And I'm going to be in a no card collecting zone. And I don't have a turn in. If red's smart, red just takes over we're cool, white. I'm not going to hit you. Did it? Yeah, okay. Very smart. So white knows the threat that's coming. I think white hits me probably the next turn. I cannot believe no one is gobbling up yellow. I guess they don't want to gobble up yellow because there's no cards involved in it. It's just one card. That's a lot of cost for one card. But yeah, red right now is going to take Africa. There's no way they don't. If red doesn't take Africa, that's a very strange... The fact that they're not taking Africa is really weird. Like, take Africa. Maybe they don't want Africa. Where does pink go now? I'm in a rough spot. I'm not accruing a lot of cards. This is going to be interesting. I guess I'm second. No, I'm third. I'm third place. Pink is in last, but they're going to close that gap, and they don't have a big threatening white like right looming there and a threatening red looming there. I'm in a kind of dire position here. What I'm going to do is actually fortify my 34 to signal to white like, hey, dude, I don't have designs to attack you. But that could cost me because that might mean white adds 8 to their 20 and just plows through me. But again, white's in an advantageous position if they actually don't make an enemy of South America. However, they could card block me, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. But that's cool. I mean, again, white is in a really strong position. I think they might win this game. I'm kind of shocked red doesn't take Africa. Yellow, I think, is just accruing cards because I think yellow very well knows if they gather any more cards, people are just going to gobble them up for their cards. And I feel bad for yellow. They weren't a bad player. This might be the one where, I mean, come on. If you're... The only problem is if you take Africa, like, white breaks you instantly. But you have a 10 card cash in. take Africa. You kind of have to. It's just sitting there. You have beautiful fortification. Having a 6, though. Yeah, what are you doing? They're doing the defensive play, but that's cool. Should I take Africa? I don't think I can hold it. Man, red is super strong right now. Red is hard to mess with. Their one weakness is white's territory. Should I get ambitious here? You know what? Just for the heck of it, just because it's all ones, even though there's no way in hell they let me hold it, just for the shits and giggles, I'm taking Africa. It'll be gone next turn. There's no way white doesn't break that. I think there's a high chance white ups their 20. Maybe not. Maybe white and me are homies. We're tight, white. We're buddies. That's right. Go in there. Maybe white makes the move for it. Hey, look at that, dude. White's my homie. Red, no, there's no way red doesn't just swoop in there and take Africa. Maybe they'll let me have it. That'd be amazing. Wouldn't it be fun if red just goes, yeah, go ahead. Yellow just has to sit there because if they collect one card, they're done. This is an interesting game, guys. Does red let me keep Africa? Red, I love you so much if you let me keep Africa. I don't know why you would. Yeah, you're not going to let me keep Africa. I knew it. I knew they would break it. But hey, thank you. It was still fun. It was fun while it lasted. We held Africa, you guys. Yeah, now they make the play to take Africa. But the problem is they just weakened their ability to counterattack a move from they can card block me in this game and really force conflict. But they've totally taken my ability to this will be fun. Let's see how far we can get here with this madness. So they have an 18 there. They're going to card block me at some point very soon. But I'm going to have fun with it while I can. So there's a chance that white, if they want to attack England, now's the time. That was a good move. Expanding. Very smart. The game lead right now is red, who's very solidly held. The only weakness red has is their border with the US. That's a pretty big weakness. I think they moved their 24 down now. Maybe they just keep their 18 there chilling. But I think they're going to want to take Africa. Like, why wouldn't you if you're in their position right now? Now, I am, of course, going to be eating any cards left from that 17. But red is strong. I mean, they got a 4 cash in pretty soon. I think red, in it, like maybe when they cash in, that's when they take Africa. And nobody can contest it except for pink. Maybe that's the move. I want to open up pink. Pink just bought it out of the game. That's not good. So pink right now is a robot. You see this a lot in these games too. It's kind of unfortunate because it's like when somebody can't play the game, they just kind of crap out. Pink is going to go AWOL. I feel like they're going to slam into me. I don't know why you would give up Australia like that, but that's what they're doing. That didn't feel like a bot move though. That's a strange part of this. So I kind of think pink price suicides me for no reason because it's happened to me in so many games. It'd make more sense for them to break red. But if I'm red right now, actually what does red do right now? Pink is giving white Australia? Does white want Australia? If I'm white, I don't want Australia. Interesting. They're fortifying their interior, so if I hit them, it's going to be hard to get back. This is a really weird game, guys. White is making the slow crawling play to gradually take over Asia. Maybe pink is just trying to lure yellow into taking Australia so they can then eat them for the cards. But pink is offline. So red needs to fortify their area. If they're smart, they should know that this pink just bought it out. I don't know why they would be making moves to take. Are they giving pink? Yeah, this is a weird play on their part. So I guess they're going to try to yeah, this is a really weird move. They're going to get annihilated by white. That was a really weird play. So pink breaks, like 100% breaks Europe. Some weird play, guys. So it's an offline player. He just basically pussed out. Sorry to say that. In the like strangest way possible. And I'm in a position where I like absolutely 100% cannot fortify that 21 because that'll mean war with white. And I have a bad card turn in. This is white's game to win. Honestly, white could very quickly dominate this entire game. The only problem is now white is facing a bot, and the bots are crazy. That was a weird play. For one card, Okay. I mean, I'm glad the person's out of the game, but that actually weakened your area unless you move that 19 up. If I'm them, I move my 19 to defend. Oh, I guess you want to watch out for the 37. White is definitely approaching the lead. Red is still solidly kind of in the lead. What does red do right now? What a weird game. Red's at 116 troops, though. Does red take Africa? I mean, they're making moves to take Africa. I kind of can't let them take Africa. I have a bad cash in, too. All right, this game's getting interesting. Thomas said Australia or die. Yeah, I don't know if you saw earlier. Earlier in the game, there was some definite Australia or die action where yellow and purple and like I don't know, like three players kind of duked it out for Australia, and then pink was the last one to take Australia, and I have no idea why, but pink went AWOL like a few minutes ago, and decided to just kind of off themselves. Do I keep an exterior position so that when red inevitably closes off Australia? No, I don't, because I don't think red holds Australia. I don't think red can hold Australia with the bot. So pink totally botted out. White is super defended. White is in a really strong position. At any time they want to attack, they're kind of at a point where they can refortify. If I break them, they can easily get their territory back now. White is probably going to win this game. Red is in dire straits. I think red abandoning England, this solidly held position to kind of take Australia was a very strange move. Like, extremely strange move. Like, why would you give up England? It looks like they're going to make a play for England's end. I mean, they're in pretty good position to kind of like dominate. Red is the lead. I guess if they gobble up pink, but the cost, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. Do I have a good trade in? I do. It's okay. It's an okay trade in. I think what I need to do is gobble more at red. Because I kind of want red to get weakened. So red has 117 troops. I have 102. White, who can break me at any moment they want, is pretty solidly fortified. The U.S. Nobody's breaking the U.S. anytime soon. Red is in position to take both England and Africa, but they're not in position to hold it. What's fascinating to me is why isn't white fortifying their 29? Because if I'm white there, I want to fortify so that I can combat red when they inevitably take what they're taking. Red is super strong. This is a weird game. Yeah, Thomas, though, the Australia or die thing cracks me up every time. This may not be the game where I win back my my status as a master. So I think I need to just continue to mess with red. Like, I want red weakened. Red's at 119 troops. White is at 125. White is in position to take this game. No one can break white except red. If I'm red, actually, at this point in the game, I think your best bet, I hate to say it, you need to break that 17. There's no other way to break Europe right now at like a low cost. So they need to send their 26. Like, give up your ambition to take England and Africa all at the same time. Solidify, hit the 17, hit that 17 now. You have to. But I don't think red does it. Red could still take this game. That's a pretty strong position to have 3 exterior troops. They're playing 3 exterior positions. They want to take it all. But yeah, they're in a really tough spot because right now the whole of every single bot move is focused on red. But I want to see I want to see red finally sack up and hit white. I don't think they do. I think maybe they suicide their 33 into me. Again, just the only reason I'm saying that is I've had so many players suicide recently. White's going to fortify that 17 once they get wise enough. And once they do, there's no stopping white. I don't know if red can see that. And I can't break white because let's say I break white. I just break through his 20 and he's got a 27 right there to fortify him. He's really well set up. Like, you're going to have a hard time invading white. The only weakness, which he's already filling in, is that 19. And the longer you wait and the longer red keeps trying to do the stupid play of like trying to take over 3 continents at once, which is not going to succeed. I don't know why red is just kind of chilling there. Red is going to get out-earned and get dominated, like decimated by white if they don't attack that 19. And there's no way to break that 19. I can't do it. The only person who can do it is red. It's kind of frustrating. Red really needs to do that. But I'm going to continue to have fun here eating free cards. I have like a 16 here, so let's get through here. I'm at 122. White is at 146. White can break me at any time they want. White knows, though, if they break me, they've unlocked a 92 to kind of do some serious damage. I'm not sure why white is carving at pink. Because actually, at this point, you kind of want pink to eat at red. Red is in okay shape. But red needs to break that 19. They have to. The fact that they're not breaking that 19 and they're continually, I think, trying to do a slow play to take over both continents, I guess, is really strange. Like, decide on a continent. You could take that 27 and 35 and close out like Europe. I don't understand why red isn't. But red wants it all. They want it all. I guess they want that double, like the continent bonus of being in a bunch of different spots. This is very frustrating. If I can, I really want red like reduced in troop numbers, and I'm doing it the best I can. Now that might aggravate red, and maybe red goes aggro and just suicides into me, but red, just make up your mind. Pick one continent, douchebag. Oh, white is getting so ready to break me. White wants that counterattack super strong, so when I break them, they can just hit back real hard. White's at 145, red. You got to stop white. You're the only one. You're the only one who can. You have to hit that 19. Oh, they're fortifying their 64 too. I mean, what do we do here, guys? I can't break that 19 myself. I can't break the 20. The only person who can defeat white is red. Red's getting a continent bonus from being in 3 continents. Why is white allowing that? Get out of my territory, dude. Thank you. What a douchebag. I want to own that territory. I don't think I can hold it. I don't think I can hold that territory. Interesting move, red. Red's trying to coax pink into attacking me. That's what is happening here. It's trying to induce the bot to attack me. I'm more than happy if the bot wants to unlock my 94. I want to do some damage here, guys. Oh, the bot's going to unlock that 64. 64 is going to slam through and start eating stuff. Very well played, although that 16 is now stopping it. I love it. It's actually a good place to be. This is such a slow playing ending game. So guys, I'm going to disappear for a second. I'm going to play a trailer for Jacob's Apartment. And I will catch you guys up. Hopefully nobody suicides while I'm gone. So let's see. Need to find our brand. I'll play the trailer for Wordzoid by Jim Lujan. That's for 2 Stories and Jacob's Apartment.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm going to have to go with Karen Carpenter.
Oh, Stu, I'm sorry. That's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of 2 Stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish.
I was told I was gonna get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
Okay, so White just did a war move on me. They put their 57 out, and then they put their 54 at the border, which means I have to re-up, which means they're probably going to just suicide me because maybe they're getting bored with the slow play of this game. And that means I have to leave a stack on my border. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a 6 down here. And I'm just going to go ahead and open it up so that I guess red can break me. Do they slam that 54 into me? Do they eat through? Like, I don't know what White is doing at this point. I just opened myself up, though. Red can break me, but if they break me, they're opening up my giant 118 stack. Which, by the way, I don't think White can match in a turn. Do they just slam into me? This has happened to me in almost every game. I mean, you started the war, dude. Stand down. Like, you lose the game if you hit me. You give it to red, but maybe you're an agent of red. That's the shitty part about this. I hate this kind of thing so much. Do they slam through all those small numbers to like break my territory? But you're like opening up red for a very severe attack there. This is getting interesting. I think I have to actually take action here. They've put me in a position where I have to take action. Or we can be cool. We could be cool. They want to just suicide out of the game. That's what they're signaling. It's very strange. New tactic. There's no winning this game. They've just put themselves like, why did they add to that border? White was in a pretty solid position to take on red, and now like now we have to kill each other. Do we have to kill each other? Because if I let them go one more turn, they're gonna bring their 20, like one of their 20s, to my freaking border. It's such a stupid move. Well, this sucks, guys. I have to actually break. I'd love to de-escalate, but you can't from that. So White just lost their own game. Sorry, White. We're both going to lose now. Thanks, dude. Oh, I've got 78 still. That's pretty good. That was a really good roll. Should I just kill White and eat their cards? I think I'd take White out of this game. I kind of have to. At least White won't come in last. Or come in first or whatever. And I got some cards out of it. Wow. Red is in a really good position here. I think I need to just kind of start gobbling like a goblin. There's no stopping red at this point. Do we eat pink? Should we eat pink? Can we eat pink? We can't eat pink. I think I have to split my forces and try as best as I can to defend. I don't think I can defend. I think red breaks me. But it's the best I can do. Wow, that was tough. I'm glad I could take out white, though. That was a really bad play on white's part. Red is totally in position to win this game now because of white's stupid play. Yeah, white's going to break my 18 100%, or red will. Red will continue to eat all of that territory. No, they won't. That's cool. Glad to see that. Are they going to end game it? They should. It's kind of end game time. Yeah. So pink has 4 cards. So I think at this point, unless they're crazy, they're going to eat all of pink. Yeah, they're going to end game it. There's no winning this game at this point. White misplayed. I had no other move. Well played, red. Good game. I definitely don't survive here. Go ahead and get those 4 cards. Well done. That was a good game. I'm glad white didn't get to win, though, because that was a really bad move fortifying. Like, they put us both in a position where I had to attack them. Are they just going to hang there? I mean, you can pretty much end the game now. You should. Good game. Oh, they're going to do the slow win? Come on. You don't have to do the slow win. You have the troops to not do the slow win, but if you want to do the slow win, that's okay. Let's see how much damage we can do. I mean, they have 40 and 20, so this game is over, but I like the idea of kind of busting through, doing some damage. Let's take as much of yeah. I mean, they're going to get like 13 cards or something. Yeah, 11 cards. There's no winning this game at this point. They should really just close it out, though. Just close out the game, dude. Use your 20 and 40. So this cat and mouse nonsense makes me think this player's probably not an expert, which is kind of a bummer. So I'm probably going to lose more of my ranking because of this idiot. They want to do like a real slow win, and it's like, dude, you can just win. At this point, we've been playing for hours. Just win. Just close it out. What a douchebag. Come on. Do it. Kill me. Okay, here it comes. I bet you they leave me with like 1 troop. They just seem like that kind of player. Thank you. Good game. They didn't even say good game. Okay. I don't think that was an expert by any means. General Butler. Oh, General Butler's intermediate. I just got smoked. Yeah, that sucks. So I'm going to lose a little bit of my expert status. But that was fun. What time is it? It's almost 12. Yeah, I got to go work on comics, guys. I cannot reclaim my master status tonight. But I will tell you, White's misplay there was like, why would you threaten my border? Like that was a bad play. because it put us both in a position where it's like there was no way I couldn't attack them, because if I didn't attack them that turn, they would have hit me the next. Just bad play. All right. Well, white had it coming. You'd put a nuke on somebody's border. What do you expect? All right. That'll do it. I'm gonna go work on comics. I want to play another game because I love Risk, but I have let me show this again. I have to work on this tonight. So what I'm going to do tonight is try to rule out all the panel borders, get all the text worked out, and then from there, we'll see what gets done. But that wasn't too bad. It wasn't too good. I'm not playing on my A game. I started very weak. If I had had a stronger start, I might have had a better chance. But I don't know what's going on this week. This week, I have not been on my A game. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about Risk and tactics and strategies and stuff like that. And if anything, I hope it was entertaining. If you haven't yet hit the bell, hit subscribe. That way you get notifications when I'm about to go live. And pick up copies of Jacob's Apartment or Two Stories, my 2 graphic novels. And make sure you're subscribed to this too if you like watching the process of graphic novels. I'll be working on the final for page 70 shortly. So that'll do it. All right. See you guys. Bye. Oh, and thanks, Thomas, too. You're always in the chats for these games, and I really appreciate it. All right.